Hi, I'm Matt, and today I'm going to show you a cool free plugin which I found called Breadslicer. It's a lot of fun. It takes any audio and just chops it up and then throws it back out again in perfect sync with your project. So again, as per usual, we're using Logic and it's a lot of fun. So let's dive in. Okay, so I'm working on a new Bites of the Boxer song at the moment, and I had this intro where I wanted to make a reference to a vocal line which comes up later in the song, but I didn't want to actually use the actual vocal part. So I was looking around for ways of doing that, and I came across a free plugin. It's by AudioBlast, and it's called Breadslicer. And it looks like that. That's the GUI for it, and it's a lot of fun. And what it does is it takes the audio you give it and randomly chops it up into lots of slices, and throws it back out in the same BPM as the project at the intervals which you select. So you can do it quarter notes, eighth notes, or sixteenths, and it's got a gate control. It's really simple to use, and you can get a lot of fun results from it as well. So I'm going to play you how I've used it at the moment, and then show you a few different ways of alternative uses. So here's the intro. Kicks in here. And then the song kicks in. So what we've got here, I'm going to zoom in a bit. Is we have got this vocal sample. Let's disengage Breadslicer for now so you can hear before and after. So that's the vocal sample that I'm using. And then if we just loop that section again, but with Breadslicer on. You hear how it's chopped it up and it's kind of coming out random. And that's basically what it does. It just chops it up and plays random chunks of it. So let's have a look at the controls. Probably what I'm going to do is just loop that section and play with the controls so you can get a feel of how it works. So this is 16th notes. Notes, so it's going to be slower. And quarter notes. Sounds quite nice. Then you've got this gate control here, so all the way down, almost all the way down. Open up the gate. Let's move through. Back at the 16th. It's worth noting, I've also got big reverb, so without the reverb you get that kind of stuttery effect. Which is quite cool. But I wanted this sort of ethereal, otherworldly kind of feel to it. I probably wouldn't have it this high up in the mix either. Probably have it a little bit lower down, a little bit more subtle as it's in the background. So like I said, I wanted it to be referenced, but not like really in your face of this is the vocal line. So that's a lot of fun. That's how I'm going to be using it. Got a couple other examples lined up here. So I've got that pad going. I've got the same settings, same key sound, but I've got the Breadslicer on it. So let's hear how that sounds with the main pad and the chopped version. Again, it's just a way of making it a bit more interesting rather than having the classic kind of pad sound for an intro. It's like, here's an intriguing twist. Another extra layer, and again, you just want it subtle. Background maybe panned off to one side. Something like that. Okay. So I can mute that. And the other thing you can use it for is for try doing it with drums as well, which is also quite fun. So say for example, let's just solo this for now. We've got this we've got a drum loop used later on in the song. Sounds like this. Nice drum sample. Now let's put the Breadslicer on it and see what happens then. Can put a metronome behind it. And it sounds a bit weird, but it is in time. Because it's random chunks. But if you wanted more of a, just lower the gate level, and you start to get some. There's a nice balance of. Get some really cool effects there. If like you want to do a weird sort of breakdown bit and then add in. Some of these are, should we say, easier to control than others and easier to get to where they want. Obviously it depends on your sample. Also because it is random, I will say that you might listen to it and go, yes, that sounds perfect. But then when you do the next pass or the next bounce down, it might sound completely different. So you might want to do a few passes and a few takes or a few going over a few bounces to find the version that you like, because it will be different each time. So one take will sound completely awful and then another take will sound absolutely amazing. So that's just kind of the nature and the beauty of this plugin, is that it is random, it is what it's thing, but it's completely free, and there are paid versions which are very different and they'll give you a bit more control, but this is a lot of fun, and I use it as a really cool way of bringing in just something a bit interesting but subtle in the background, just add a bit of extra flavour. So yeah, there it is, AudioBlast, Breadslicer. It's free. Go out and find it, go download it, and let me know what you think. Right? So yeah, until next time, cheerio. Take care.